Now let's order the layers. The circle is the first layer on top, therefore it appears before the rectangle. Let's change the color for the circle. When you want to change the color of a shape, there are various options to change the color of a shape. The first option is that you can click on this thumbnail, this small icon here. When you click on it, when you double click on it, it opens the color picker for you to choose from. So these are a series of colors. You can change them to anyhow, any manner you want. Now, the moment you move the mouse pointer away from the color picker to the place where you are working, the mouse pointer changes to an eyedropper. This is called an eyedropper. It is used to pick sample of colors. So in case you have any design and you want to steal the color from that particular design to use in your design. So when we pick a color from the blue background, the color is going to change. It has automatically sample a color from that area we picked. Let's change the color again. We are working on this layer, the circle layer. So that's the layer we clicked on. So the color picker tool, when it is moved or brought to the design, you can use to pick a color. You can see we are picking even outside the board we are creating. You can use to pick a color from any object. So for now, let's change the color so that we know what we are doing. Let's use this color. Okay. Now below the color panel, we can see there are some numbers here. That is called the hex code or the hexa code. It is used to select numbers. Every color has a different code. Every color has a different code. When you change the color, you can see the numbers changes. So sometimes you can go to the internet and search for a particular color. If you want to use the same color, you have to search for the hex number or the color code. Then when you come here, you just type in the numbers and it will give you the same color you found on the internet. So if you want to use the same color I chose, you can type in the same numbers and it will give you the same color we have. So let's use this color. Then click on OK. There's one way of changing the color of an object or a shape. In the color again, you can double click on the layer. The color panel opens. Then you change the color. We want a different color. Okay, this color is okay. Now when you look at the layers, because the circle is the first layer on top, it is overlapping the blue we have below. When we change the layers, then we drag the blue on top of the circle, the blue will now overlap the circle, if you are really seeing the difference. So how you arrange your layers affects how the layers appear on the screen. Those on top will be on top and those below will be below. So let's put the blue on top and the other color below. Let's zoom out and see. Okay, the fit screen. So these are some shapes we use in design. Our next class, we are going to talk about how we are going to alter the shape or change the size or the look of the shape. Let's reduce the size. Okay, so let's create something. Let's add a text. We are dealing with shapes, but let's add a text so that you can create something out of what we've done. This is the text tool. The T represents the text tool. When you right click on it, on the small arrow here, it gives you the options of the text tool. Options of the text tool. We have the horizontal and the vertical. Let's choose the horizontal for now. And you click on where you want to type. So let's click on the blank space, the white space. The moment you click, you are going to have this default text. That's a default text with Photoshop. Then you can start typing. So let's type hello. Then you have to accept. You have to take care. Now, when you go to you can click on the move tool to drag it anywhere you want to put the hello. So let's put the hello here. And let's change the color of the text. Let's change the color of the text. I showed you two ways of changing colors. Now the moment you click on the text tool, let's click on the text tool again. When you click on the text tool, you can see the options here changes, or the ribbons here changes. I've told you that the moment you click on a tool, it gives you the options you are going to work with the tool. You click on this icon here, that's the tool icon. It is going to open this tool icon for you, where you can change the color of the text. So let's pick a white color. You click on OK. You can also change the font of the text. This is where you are going to change the font. When you click on the drop down, it gives you a series of fonts to use from. The font I'm currently using is called Intro Black. Intro Black. You can change the size of the text. There are a lot you can do here, which you will learn them later. So when you are done, you click on this arrow to minimize it. Now when you click on that icon, it gives you this icon here. You see, I have arranged my tools to my preference. So maybe you might not have this bar we have here. But when you click on the text tool, it is going to give you this tool where you can change the text or the appearance of the text. So in case you are searching for it, this is where you are going to see it. You can drag it and come and hide it on this tool. I have a series of tools here. So this is a simple design that we have just done using two shapes, that's the rectangle and the square. So for your first assignment, I want us to create this simple design. You can even type your name instead of hello. You can type your name instead of the hello. Let's create this simple design with two shapes, the circle and the rectangle. Assuming you are done with your design and you want to save, we have various ways of saving. Not only one way, we have various ways of saving. But currently we are going to go with one way of saving. If you are using a newer version of Photoshop 2019, 2020, 2021 and the rest, you go to File. Then we are not going to use save as or save a copy. You go to Export. Then you click on Export As. Export As. When the Export As window opens, this is what you are going to have. We have formats. The format is how the file format you want your design to be. When you click on the drop down, you have the PNG, the JPG, and the GIF. These are three options we have here. The PNG is where you are saving a transparent object without a background. Especially we use in saving logos, because your logo shouldn't have a background. It should be a transparent background. That's when we use the PNG. And when you use the JPG, it goes with a background. And the GIF is like a moving picture. A GIF is like a moving picture. So the favorite one I normally use is the PNG. It has the higher quality than the rest. Although we are not saving a transparent background, but we are still going to use the PNG. Now let's check why we are using the PNG. Let's check the size of the document we are working with. The size is 59.2 kilobytes. Let's change the file format again to JPG, which is the JPEG inch. The size has changed to 33.1 kilobytes. 59 was higher than 33, meaning the PNG has a higher picture quality than the JPG, than the JPEG we use. So I normally like saving PNG. Then you maintain the rest of the options we have here. Resample, you leave everything like that, don't touch. The last important place you have to check is you have to tick the last option, embedded color profile. You have to tick on it so that the colors that you use, it wouldn't change when your design is being transferred on a different design or a different platform. So when you transfer your design from your laptop to your phone, the color shouldn't change. Or when you send your design to the printer to print, the color shouldn't change. It should maintain the same color. So make sure that anytime you are saving, you take the embedded color profile. When you are done, you just click on export. It will tell you the location you want to save to. So let me change my location to desktop. It's already at the desktop, and you can give it a name, file name, my work, or let's say hello. Let's give it a name, hello. Then you click on save. When done saving, it is going to be on the desktop for you to go and check. Now we haven't saved the Photoshop work we are doing. In case we want to come and make changes, or we want to come and add something in addition, we have to save it. The first saving, or the saving we just did, was exporting it to a picture form where you can view on your phone, or you can send to a friend to view. That's the first saving we did. We have to save the work itself, the Photoshop file, so that anytime you want to come and make changes, you can make changes to it. You go to file, then you click on save. Now we are not going to use the export. We are clicking on save. It's the first time we are saving. You can use the save as or the save. So let's use the save. Anytime you are working, you have to make sure you save your work, else you might lose your work when your machine freezes or your machine goes off. So let's change the save as type. Let's see the save as type. Photoshop PDF. I just save a PDF file. That's why we have the PDF. So we are not going to save a PDF file. So it should be PSD. Photoshop PSD. PSD means it's a Photoshop file. That's when you can edit or you can add another designs to it. You still have to give it a name. Hello. Then the location, I'm saving mine to desktop. So you click on save. You click on OK. It is saving. You can see saving. 99%. We are done saving. So this is the first assignment we are going to do. Everybody is going to create something like this. I'm not saying the same thing, but something like it with only two shapes we learned, the circle and the rectangle. So let's go to the desktop and go and check our design. This is the design we saved. You can copy it or send it to your phone and see how it's going to look like. Thank you very much.